Hey everybody, this is Gandhi from GameCanon.co.uk. We're doing a Datacron guide here for Tatooine, and for the first one we're actually starting in Anchorhead, which is the settlement you're in upon arrival in Tatooine. You want to get yourself to the northwest corner and position yourself behind this wall. There's a nice little sandbank that will help you up onto it, and then you just follow this wall along. I'll speed up the footage here so you don't have to watch me quite so slowly. I've not sped up too much because when you get on the roofs ahead, it is going to be important to keep an eye out on where I'm going. It's very easy to get turned around or lost in the city. It's quite a long route, so just follow this path exactly. If you do differ from it, for example, if you don't take this left canopy over and you take the right one, you'll end up in the wrong place, so make sure you take the left one there. Now we've got a jump coming up, which is pretty much the only tricky jump of it. I suggest you get on the side here and give yourself a run up to get across, rather than trying to just jump on the lip and straight across. Apart from that jump, it is fairly straightforward. It's just finding the right path. Use the corners of the canopy, give you the best running angle. There's plenty of canopies to be had in this one. And of course, if you fall, you will only hate yourself because it looks so easy. If Aladdin could do it, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. Right, so that's us here, central building. We'll just move over to this corner and we'll see the Datacron. That's +3 cunning. See where we are on the map just for reference. Just hop down and grab that Datacron. Okay, for the next one, this is actually 2 Datacrons. We want to get to the Dune Sea. You're in the southwest corner from the outpost Thorazan. You want to just head up this sand crawler here, this completely wrecked sand crawler. And when you get up top, you're pretty much going to have a wait. You're waiting on a balloon that takes well over half an hour to circle the Dune Sea. This is it arriving now, and as you can see, it goes at a snail's pace. So you shouldn't miss it. Even if you missed it when it first arrived, you should be able to run around, get back up before it leaves again. But just try not to mess it up. You can see me getting a bit nervous here, but pro nails it. So you're going to be on this thing for half an hour. It's one of the stupidest and longest Datacrons I've done yet. You pretty much sit in this balloon as it moves very, very slowly. So watch out for that town in half an hour's time, and this sandcrawler here, which has the Datacron on it after a long wait. There's actually 2 Datacrons on this sandcrawler, that's why it's the blue matrix shard and the strength. I suggest getting yourself up on the edge of the balloon before you get close, and try to jump sideways rather than forward so that you don't overdo it and fall off. You're only going to have one shot at this jump, so don't mess it up, as I almost did. You can get it a lot better than that. That made my balls hit the roof of my mouth. So just take it easy. I froze here. I didn't know what to do. I kind of panicked, but thankfully I got up and grabbed that blue matrix shard there. So you can breathe out at this point. You've taken the long journey. You've made it onto the sandcrawler, but don't jump off. Don't get too excited because the next one is on top here. What you want to do is just drop down to this next platform. You can see I was having a look around because I didn't quite believe that the only route up would be through this stupid balloon, so I was trying to see if there was just any other way you got on this thing, but I quickly realised I was recording. So you want to head along this little lip and be very careful. I suggest putting walk on, which is / and just take it very slowly, because obviously if you fall off, it's going to take you another half hour in that balloon ride. So just edge your way along. You want to drop onto this platform here, and that's where you get your +3 strength Datacron. Okay, for this next Datacron, want to get to the eastern edge of Tatooine. The nearest outpost is the Largona outpost. You want to head southeast through the valley to this location, and you'll see the Datacron just up there. Now, you can go through that little camp you see to the left and fight a few mobs and drop down easier, but I've decided to take this alternate route round, which I'm showing you now, just to show you that there's more than one way to get to a Datacron. And it's worth exploring. It's not necessarily the best route, the mobs are fairly easy to kill, but if you were too low level, you can sneak around them. It's obviously tricky and I got jammed a few times, but it works. So you drop onto this ledge and you're going to make your way through this cave. It doesn't take too long. There's 2 elites in the cave. You see the last one following me now. I just sprinted through without fighting them, and I managed to lose this guy by booting him in the nuts off the ledge. So you don't have to fight them all, but if you wanted to, it wouldn't take you that long. It's fairly easy, just blast your way through it. That's your +3 willpower Datacron there. Okay, this is our last Datacron. We're back in the Dune Sea. I've done this one last because it's the hardest. This is an elite camp of the Imperials. You want to head through it. I had to die 3 times to get through, but it's a short space. Once you're through it, that's the hardest part over. It's just about being careful on your speeder now. So you want to really watch out and make sure you're being very careful and not clipping the groups of mobs. But as I say, get yourself through that first line of elite troops. I had to die 3 times and just keep respawning, but once you're through, that's it. I've seen other people do this Datacron different ways. I think this is by far the best way. Least dying, easiest route. All you have to do is watch out for those groups of mobs. You can see I'm getting through these, but these are all elites. I'm having to be very careful here, so just make sure you get that gap just right. And there's actually, where you want to go is up on the left here, where you see the wreckage. There's actually a tough mob there, but you can just jump straight off, or I got round him and then decided to pick a fight just for amusement's sake. So that's your Datacron down there. Once you're at this point, it's just a simple drop, and that'll be your +3 aim. I think that was when I decided to pick a fight, just because I was feeling cocky. So there you are, left to last because I think it's the hardest of all of them. Obviously we're in the Dune Sea earlier, but I would leave it till last. So thanks for watching. If you've got any requests, leave them, or visit our site or follow us on Twitter.